Hello there, welcome back to 9-9, where it was... er, er, this- Hey, friends are confused about this. Remember last episode, if I remember correctly, I was joking about it. Oh, it's been a while.
俺も
Mine too.
嬉しい。
She smiled and wrapped her arms around me.
ドキドキして怖い気持ち全部消えちゃった。
よかった。
Okay.
でもまだ震えてることにしてもいい？
Okay.
震えてなくても話すつもりはない。
また私が落ち込んじゃったらこうやってギュッとしてね。
Eh.
キスもしてくれる？
ああ、落ち込んでない時でもしたい。
私も。
We're gonna have like 3 whole episodes where they're just in this mood, like god dang. 3 more episodes, like the fuck. She grips me a little tighter. Put my hand on Miyoko's head and gradually stroke her hair. Neither of us say a word as we linger in each other's embrace. We can feel each other's heat.
じゃあ
ああ、
お邪魔様でした。
Okay.
気をつけて。
After a bow and a strange turn of phrase, Yoko pedals away on her bike. I'm worried about letting her go alone. Fortunately, I don't have a bike here. Maybe I should bring mine from home, so I can escort her back. As long as there's a risk of her being found by the culprit, that's the least I can do. Return to my room and lounge in bed. Parallel world. Branches. Well, yeah, we saw both of those. We're on the second one so far. So we get to another death, then we have to do the same thing again. Another branch, Miyoko and I had a falling out. It was during that awkward period a while ago. Able to clear things up, Miyoko went out on her own and lost the culprit. But in this branch, we're together. Miyoko has me on her side. I'm sure I can protect her. Now I just have to think, how are we going to do this? My only goal is, at all costs, to keep Miyoko from dying. Day 5.09.
つまり10話のシーサの魔月の深淵より来たれりというセリフはこれから起こる凶事を予言すると同時に蛇神様のご降臨を
Once a week, the city force feeds us a shitty lesson that teaches us about local folklore through detail from the anime. And that in no way helps us come this time from things that actually matter. Needless to say, Miss Nurse is really phoning it in, and the whole class is ignoring her. Same goes for me. It's been completely occupied trying to narrow down our killer's identity. Sophie gives us some useful information about what occurred in that other branch. Not sure I should believe everything she said. I'm not going to get anywhere without at least some sort of lead. I'm going to assume that everything Sophie told us is true. Organize the information and then see what conclusions it leads me to. First of all, Miyoko and I had a falling out for one reason or another. Because of that, Miyoko went to working on her own. The result, Miyoko used her ability to identify the culprit. Finally, she was murdered by them. The situation is so ridiculously different happening in our world. I decided not to focus on would even end up like that. I didn't have any idea what would happen anyway. Like, we've avoided whatever twist fate caused us to separate. And thus, Coco won't go off on her own. So, the way I see it, since she got me with her own possibility of Miyoko being murdered by the culprit has dropped considerably. Okay? Therefore, I can move on from that, focus on what Miyoko used her ability on. Going off of what Sophie told us, Miyoko identified the culprit in less than the span of a week. And the ability works. Some of that time was Golden Week holiday, so it must only have taken her a couple of days. Okay. How was she able to identify the culprit in short time? I can't help but think that must be a student or a teacher or maybe a customer at Nine Ball. Gives a lot of answers. No way to figure out the right one way or another. The culprit must be or very close by us. There's also one point I should focus on. That being, why did the culprit smash Miyoko's statue? The culprit has been simply hurled statues up until this point. I'll hold back on my guess for now. Immediately assume it's one of the main cast. The only other male that we have here. Guess him too. There's a good chance that it could be a teacher. Those are my guesses. I'll be back.